Thank you, Ilian, for pointing out that it is almost 22, so I will need to go back in order to have Kim's briefing, because it's either going to be talk to Kim or talk to the boss, and yeah, I can just save that for tomorrow night, I suppose. Well, I mean, it won't be just at night. I'm sure he's there in the day as well. So yeah, we can just go back. There was one area I wanted to look at that I kind of skipped past as I was heading up here originally. Let's see. Okay, that's the container that's got supposedly nothing in it, but I'm still kind of curious. Kvalsund means whale fjord in Arden. Okay, so back up this way where I first went. I wanted to see what was in here.
This is the night watchman's booth. The name on the door reads, René Arnaud.
I think I know that name, don't I? Didn't I see or hear of someone called René Arnaud?
Listen, it's okay to take a few minutes to yourself. Sit down and have a breather.
Wait, who was René? God, so much happens and then I wait a couple days in between recording. So this is where René works. I'm going to look around, search the booth, have a seat, rest. Oh, we failed volition. Well, of course we failed volition. We have like no points in volition. 1 point. Yeah, the very next point. It's almost there. The very next one goes into volition. We need to get him to be a bit more stable. Okay, search.
If you must. But please hurry. We are pretty easy to spot up here.
Well, we need a couple more minutes anyway, because our briefing isn't going to be until 22.
Nothing incriminating catches your eye. The cabinets are clean and their sparse contents meticulously organized. There's a framed photograph on the table.
Should I take it? There's no option to just look at it.
It's a black and white photo of a young couple out in a street fair. The man, René, is dressed in a Royal Carabiniers uniform. The girl is young and very pretty. She is smiling playfully at the camera.
Well, I probably should actually take his picture. I just wanted to see what it looked like.
Why did you take that picture of René?
I'm making an artistic photo collage. I mean, I didn't really have a reason to. I'm a cop. It's instinctual to collect evidence.
Fine. But let's move. I don't want to be seen snooping around here.
Yeah, alright, let's leave. I don't need to, like, go into volition. Like, the failed volition. And I got all the bottles. Okay, now we can head back. Still have 15 minutes. I mean, maybe he'll start the briefing a little bit early because I'm near it. Yeah, I know, game. I'm low on morale. Thank you, yes. Come on, come on. Open the door. Am I locked in? The door is locked and cannot be opened from this side without a pass card. Because you have no chance but to talk to the union leader. I see. Well, we're not going to be doing the thing with Kim. We're going to be talking to the union leader. Well, that's kind of annoying, but that's how it goes, I guess. I don't know, maybe he'll kick me out at 22 and I'll have to go back and talk to Kim. Is that a typewriter? Like an old-timey typewriter. Coffee in the giant thermoses is still lukewarm. Even at 10 o'clock at night, a stair made up of pallets leading up. Oh, look at this guy. How do we actually even get up here? Oh, there we go. Look at his fish! A taxidermy fish that tells time. All right, talk to him.
Is a walrus of a man seated behind a large
Oh my god,
desk.
look at his
He
face.
looks up from his work, not the least bit surprised to see you.
Look at this man. He looks like, oh, what is that guy in Office Space? The stapler guy. Milton?
With great effort, he straightens himself up in his chair, yet says nothing. He simply stares at you. with a mixture of expectation and impatience, well bottled.
Are you in charge of the dock workers? Straight to business. I guess start that.
Welcome, Mr.
Are you in charge of the dock
Mr.
workers?
Kitsuragi. It's good of you two to stop by. Please, have a seat.
He gestures to a tiny chair
I'm
opposite to his giant desk.
Everard Clare, head of the Debarders Union here in Martinez.
The man relaxes
I'd
into his
offer you
chair
my
and
hand,
continues.
But unfortunately, my health prevents me from getting up. You understand?
He looks extremely comfortable. The tiny folding chair, on the other hand, looks like a torture device.
I mean, that's probably why it's like that. Trying to exert authority.
Whatever he has in store
Okay.
for you, it can't be good, he thinks. I'll do my best.
Thank you,
Forget
Esprit de
about
Corps.
that. What's with this Dubois stuff? You're getting some seriously bad vibes from that name.
I mean, I know that is my name just because I've seen people talk about the main character being called Harry Dubois. But I suppose you're supposed to actually find that out right here. Why are
Please,
you
Mr.
calling me Mr. Dubois?
Let us converse in a civilized manner, as equals. Take a seat. I insist.
It's nothing. Yes, that's probably right. It's nothing. Forget about it. Filter it out.
So my gut feeling is telling me that it's fine, it's nothing. Probably nothing. I don't sit. No, all right.
Excellent, Mr.
I'll take a
Dubois.
seat.
I can see that you're a reasonable man, and reasonable men can be of great use to one another.
He gives you a sly wink. This chair is uncomfortable. It even creaked as he sat down in it. Yeah, alright,
So
damn, this
tell
chair
me,
is uncomfortable.
How can the head of the Debarders Union help a representative of the Revachol Citizens Militia today?
The chair you're sitting on has got to be the most uncomfortable chair in the world. It's violating your backside.
Jeez. A challenging pain threshold check,
By the
huh?
way, I heard you got a rather rude reception from a certain Lawrence Gart. Some people have no manners, it pains me to say. This should take care of that nonsense.
He points to a giant novelty check on his desk. It's absolutely
It should be
comically
sufficient
huge.
to cover your expenses for a few days and patch over your differences with a cafeteria manager. Go ahead, take it.
You trying to make it so that I
Wow,
owe him a favor?
That's 25 real. That's good money. You need it.
You could shove it up your ass.
Yes, I
Wait,
know.
you know
Lawrence.
Gart?
He's a real character. No union man in him. A real piece of work, that boy is.
You can see how he uses Mr. Mr. and last name for people he respects. Or pretends, anyway, that he respects. I'm not sure how he actually feels about the two of us so far, but he uses Lawrence as Gart's first name, you know?
With a grin,
And he's
he
not
points
union.
to the checker game. It's like you're on a game show. At least don't thank him for it.
I do need that money, though, because I still owe 60. Did he say anything about, Oh, I really don't want to take it, but I do want to take it. God, it is 25 real. Comically large check that's got like 25 bucks
Is
on it.
there
Alright, fine, I'll
anything
take
you'd
it.
like to say to me? Or,
No, it's cool.
cool? I wouldn't go that far. I'm sure there are cooler things than delivering a comically oversized novelty check to a cafeteria manager. But, sure, if that's what's cool nowadays.
Does he just want to hear people be ingratiated to him? Is that as much as he
Now,
really wants out
I'd
of
like
it?
to set your mind at ease about one other matter. Your lost gun. Let me assure you, Union people are on it as we speak. I've got my best hounds looking for that lost gun.
His slug-like lips move, but all you hear is an echo. Lost gun, lost gun, lost gun.
The one that I lied about.
The world is swallowed by a black hole of fear. Only 2 words escape its gravitational pull. Lost and gun.
God, I lost morale, and that was on a pass for that. A trivial success,
When
and
he
I still
said,
lost. Okay.
Don't worry. He actually meant, be very worried.
I mean, I'm curious how he knows, but I feel like that's what he wants me to say. And with with my terrible psyche skills, I'll probably have this betray me. So maybe just I would appreciate
Are you
that.
all right, Harry? You seem anxious. Don't be. Everything's going to be all right.
Oh, it's fine. I only almost gave up everything
It's not
there
like
for
you
a
left
moment.
it loaded. You didn't lose a loaded gun. Local children aren't out there playing with it right now, pointing it into their own mouths. It's in a safe place. I just know it. I have a feeling everything's going to be all right.
You don't have to like give for instances like that to this to Harry. He can't take it.
There were 2 bullets in it. You always keep at least 2 barrels loaded.
From the chair and the novelty check. Shit. All right, try to keep your composure, Harry. Pull it together. You punched that guy. You can do this.
God, you're sweating.
Jesus.
Your knee is jerking. You're about to cry, aren't you? You're about to cry because you lost your gun and those children are going to shoot themselves with it.
Oh, no, I'm not about to cry. So what?
You
Men can
want
cry too.
To cry? God, you're weak. Whatever you do, don't cry. He'll think you're disgusting.
Mr. Dubois, you don't look so good.
Coming from you, that says a lot.
What is this, Mr.
Jesus.
Dubois? He keeps repeating. What is he trying to pull here? You need to cool the fuck down. Chill.
Mr. Dubois! Mr. Dubois! Harry!
The large man snaps his fingers, but to no effect. You're in some stupor. Keep sliding down the chair like a jello shot. There are no Harrys. Let your mind go to your safe place. So either derealization, or I guess it would be depersonalization, or just slide like a jello shot. All right, let's just
Mr. Dubois,
depersonalize.
Are you okay? Can I get you a glass of water or something? Are you having some kind of
Yeah, can you
medical
take over?
emergency?
I had recently had significant brain
Maybe
trauma.
you could use your hands somehow, in a kind of throw-in motion, like you're throwing that Mr. Dubois act right back at him. He's Mr. Dubois.
Oh, we are full on having a breakdown. Nah, I'm as good as it gets, Mr. Dubois. Vaguely gesture with your hands above your head. Oh yeah, man, I'm fucking great. Keep sliding. Actually, this chair is uncomfortable. I could use that glass of water. I'm melting. All right, take the water. Maybe that'll help you, like, to get yourself
What
back
an
together.
odd demonstration of... you got me, Harry. I don't even know what. As entertaining as it was, I'm afraid we're wasting our time. And I'm an extremely busy man, as I'm sure you are too.
Okay, enough. We are here to ask you some questions pertaining to a murder investigation.
But finally,
Quick,
Kim steps in for
Here's
me.
your window. Get yourself together and ask him questions. Police officer questions.
At least my reaction speed didn't fail me. Are you going to ask me how I got in? You called me Mr. Dubois. Could you help me get a dead body down from a tree? Talk about my gun, the hanging, Joyce, container. Alright, well, we should probably start with the hanging, because I don't know if he's going to try to leave soon. It's already 22. I want to talk about the hanging.
That's your main thing here. That's why you're in Martinez. I know everything that goes on around here, and I would love to discuss it with you. I mean, it's no secret that the lynching is connected to the strike. So much to talk about. Honestly, it's been weighing on me so heavily. I understand you need to interview me.
I sense there's a
But
but.
there's a thing that's been keeping me up at night. I want to talk about the hanging. I mean, if we could just calmly talk, exchange information, we could blow this thing wide open.
Yes, that sounds good. Let's do that.
But I can't think straight with this thing weighing on me. You're police officers, aren't you? I have a crazy idea. You guys are basically door-opening machines, incredibly talented at opening doors.
Kim, is that true? Are
I'm
we
not sure
door-opening
I
machines?
understand. If you're asking us to break down someone's door, it's not going to happen.
Come now. I just need you to go open a little door for me and leave it unlocked. A simple thing. Absolutely nothing shady about it.
That sounds very
An
shady,
excellent
Everard.
opportunity presents itself, sire. You could win the trust of the arch-liar, pretend to play into his hand. Then, should you wish, bend his efforts towards your own.
You can refuse for now, so you can actually take this later. I bet you don't even know anything
Harry, my
about the
dear
hanging.
friend, I am what people call a local bigwig. I know everything that goes on in Martinez.
So whose
No,
door is
no
this?
one's. It's just a weasel. A weasel lives there. Nothing for you to worry about.
Do you mean a scab?
A loud
What do you mean by a
blabbering
weasel?
When weasels feel no one is watching, they start acting foolishly.
He removes his
Just
glasses
go
and
there,
rubs his
unlock
nose.
the door, and leave it open. It's been such a burden on me, Harry. I just want this to be over so I can discuss business with you.
Why
Harry,
don't you
I'm
open
a
it
very
yourself?
busy man, and more importantly, I don't have that extraordinary physique you do. You look like you could run around
Ah.
all day.
Really? Are you looking at the same person? Are your glasses... Do you
want
need a
to
better
send someone
prescription?
a message that the police are working for you.
I
Yeah,
repeat,
that's more like
I'm
it.
a very, very busy man, Mr. Kitsuragi, and therefore I must occasionally enlist outside help. So what will it be, Harry?
No, I'm not going to do something like that.
Of
I can't
course,
accept
Harry,
this.
I understand. But if that's the case, I don't think we'll ever find your gun. Even worse, we won't be able to speak like equals about the murder. Perhaps this was just bad timing for you. Know that you can always come back to me. I really hope you do. For your sake, my sake, and for your gun's sake too.
I see.
Yes,
He's already
we
got
both
the gun.
understand what you meant.
This
Yeah,
may be
thank
the
you.
only way, he thinks. I won't hold it against you. In fact, we probably should reconsider later.
What does Esprit de Corps actually cover? Connect to Station 41, understand cop culture. High levels, you're the heart of the police force, and with low levels, unable to understand discreet remarks colleagues make in high-stakes situations. I mean, we did pass it, but okay. Are you going to
Am I
ask me
going
how
to
I got
ask? Hell, Harry. You spin-kicked my strongest man in the face. I saw it from my window. Would you ask a man like that how he got into your container yard?
in? I mean, he's got... I assume that's a window behind him, but looking out that way,
It
you
was
don't
a
have
figure
a
of
window.
speech, Harry. Of course I don't have a window. I'm in a container. Anyway, I assure you, I am a very well-informed man. Information reaches me before I even get the chance to request it.
You called me Mr. Dubois? I mean,
Of
again, I know
course.
why,
Let
but...
us dispatch with the formalities. You call me Everard, I call you Harry. My
So that's
God,
really
so
my
it's
name?
true. I didn't want to believe it, but you are a fantastic science fiction amnesiac cop, aren't you? What are the odds of that?
I think the odds of that are very low.
It might be a good idea to hide your confusion. I mean, see what his game is first.
My memory is fine. I'm just testing you.
So good to hear that, Harry. Apparently, my sources were wrong. However, if you did have a spot of memory trouble, I could help you out with my big fat folder.
Words flow like a river of honey from his lips. I guess word has already reached him. No matter. No harm done. It's just a brown folder. You can't make out what's written on it.
Are you trying to tell me you've gotten hold of some of our documents?
The lieutenant inspects Everard
Mr.
over his
Kitsuragi,
spectacles.
would you mind? Me and Harry are talking about his lost identity right now.
I don't talk to Kim
Don't
like that.
just jump to the folder. That's not smart. Shows you're on the edge. Do some probing first.
So you get this straight. What's my full name? Do you know anything about my family? What kind of a cop does it say I am? Where did you get that folder? So don't just jump straight to the folder, as in, like, I should talk about something else and come back to this, right? All right, let's talk about something
Harry,
else.
Of course. Let's not linger on personal details and amnesia. You wanted something from me.
I met Joyce, the company
that's very
representative.
nice. I haven't gotten around to her yet. I'm very, very busy, you see. I hope you're getting
So
along.
you always say.
One thing I want to make very clear, Harry, is that this is not some kind of union versus corporation situation. Everyone is just pals here.
Just
yes,
pals,
we're
huh?
all trying to do what's best for Martinez. Don't feel like you shouldn't work with her just because you and I are such good friends. I'm not a jealous guy.
Why haven't you let her in to see
If she
you?
actually wants to see me, she will find a way. Any good negotiator would. And I just don't have anything to discuss with a bad negotiator. Of
All right,
course, Harry.
let's talk about something else.
Let me just assure you one more time. It's perfectly okay to share anything we discuss here with this Joyce. This is a completely transparent organization. I have no interest in what she is doing, but I myself have nothing to hide. Your business is your business, and I respect your privacy. Just remember, none of this is secret. Tell her about all of it. My brother's picture, my singing swordfish clock. Tell her how overweight I am and how I'm helping you find your lost gun. Tell her about everything. Everard doesn't mind.
I definitely will tell her about the fish, just because Kim told me to say the weirdest crap
It
to
is
her.
rather interesting to tell people things about each other, isn't it? It was nice telling him about her right now.
Should I have held that closer? I just like talking so much. What about the container that's outside
dear
your
Harry,
office?
There are literally millions of containers in this harbor. I couldn't possibly remember what's in all of them.
There's something special about it. It's attached to the
Harry,
Carlson
you
crane.
smooth-talking son of a bitch. Time is a precious resource, and I don't have enough of it to count containers with you.
Smooth talking. Maybe that's the way to go about opening the container. You should at least try convincing it.
Didn't I try that? Didn't I try to talk to it? I'm pretty sure that was an impossible check. Can you help me get a dead body
You might
down
have
from a
noticed
tree?
there's one hanging on a tree behind the hostel cafeteria.
Oh my. Don't take this question personally, but why would I get involved in this matter?
Mr. Clare, the man was hanged with a cargo belt. A steel-reinforced cargo belt. It's safe to assume the Union had something to do with the murder. Besides, getting the body down would benefit all of us. It's a stain on the neighborhood.
Also, I studied the footprints at the crime scene. Worker boots. Yeah, the bell thing. Say nothing. You're a community leader. No.
I can
Worker
certainly
boots.
see how having him up there might start affecting some real estate values.
He licks his fat
But of
lips and
course,
smiles.
all joking aside, I am going to help you.
He picks up the handset of a phone radio to his right and
Jean-Luc,
clicks a button.
the cop who bested you in physical combat is here, and he has a little dead body in a tree problem. Namely, he needs it to be taken down. Please extend him this courtesy.
You would send
You can
him
find
to do
Luke
it.
down at the gates, but you already knew that. Anyway, he's going to help you, now that he's back on his feet.
Should I ask about the gun?
Yes, your lost gun. My best men are on it. They're turning every stone, searching every playground, asking kids, grandmas, everyone. Your gun will be found, Harry. Let me assure you of that. It's just a matter of time and effort.
So they're going around telling everyone that this cop lost his
The only
gun.
way to find it seems to be working with him. He might even be holding your gun hostage.
Oh, that part's obvious. Could he really hold my gun hostage? I will not be blackmailed. I don't care about my gun, keep it. Hold
Who
on.
knows? Only one thing is certain. If you work with him, you're going to get it back. And working with him might be the only way to do it.
If I say that, if I say I'll not be blackmailed with this gun business, then he's going to be like, Harry, I'm not blackmailing you, Harry. Don't say the B word, Harry. Does this mean if I do things for you, I'll get my gun back? Oh, but that I don't like either. But I can't just say keep it. I kind of want to say this top one. I won't be blackmailed, but it really does feel like the only way I'll get it. I'm sure that he has it. I won't be blackmailed with this gun business.
Harry, I was only trying to be tactful. A lost gun is a dangerous thing. I can't have it around in my neighborhood. Kids could be playing gun roulette with it as we speak. Teenage gangs could be arming themselves. Get a hold of yourself, Harry.
I assure you, we are working on locating the missing sidearm as well.
Excellent, Mr. Kitsuragi. That's excellent news. Looks like we have a friendly gun-finding competition on our hands.
He may not actually have it, but I have a feeling he does. But if he doesn't have it, then he does have the means of, like, you know, combing the neighborhood. All right, we've asked some other things. Maybe we could actually get him to let us look in that folder. Also, please give me some volition. God, 2 volition. I need to find like some kind of item or something I could use to actually get my volition higher. All right. Oh my God, 2 points. All right. I want to go over a couple things about me. Where did you get that folder?
My friends in your organization gave it to me, Harry.
This translates into, haha, you guys are so corrupt.
I find that very suspicious. May I have a look?
I'm afraid this is meant for Union eyes only, Mr. Kitsuragi. I'm sure you understand. Please continue, Harry.
What kind of a cop does
Harry,
it say I am?
You're not simply a cop, you're a star. A bright shining star in the drab law enforcement sky, outshining all other stars.
No.
You're a superstar.
No. I'm definitely not a star.
Nonsense, Harry. You lit up this container when you walked in here. You're my golden boy.
He's probably just making a guess based on your recent activity in Martinez.
Let's get this straight. What is my full
It's
name?
Harry Dubois.
Wait, I thought you were Harry Dubois. All right, I like it. I can
And
work
I
with
can
that.
work with you, Harry. Now, what else can I do for you?
Family? Wife?
Family?
Kids?
Harry, you're not a family man. There's not one peep of family in here. Unless you think you're a family man. Do you strike yourself as a family man, Harry?
No. You're right, I don't.
That's why I like you, Harry. A good man knows both his strengths and his weaknesses, and you, my friend, you are one of the all-time greats.
Oh, Kim suspects something. All right, 72%. I swear to God, if I fail the 72% check, I am going to scream.
As you look at the folder, Everard covers it with his
good.
hand and pets it. Is he trying to hide that it's not a real RCM folder? It certainly doesn't have the RCM stamp on it.
That's not an RCM
okay,
folder.
Harry, you got me. This is from the Census Bureau, not the RCM. Those Census Bureau people are absolutely corrupt. You should do something about them.
He got the name from the Census Bureau, and everything else from your actions here in Martinez.
Yes, Mr. Kitsuragi from the Census Bureau. Like I said, now I'm actually a very busy man, so is there anything else I can do for you, Harry?
That means he doesn't really know anything about you. A pity.
Perfect.
The mystery of you will have to remain a mystery for the time being.
So the Census Bureau says my name is
Yes,
Harry Dubois.
That's what I said. Try to keep up, okay? Let's move on.
Everett, I'm going to leave now, but we might talk
Wait.
again later.
You need this to get in and out through the gate.
I was wondering how I'm supposed to get out. Great. Great. Wouldn't want to get stuck in
You're
here.
one of us now. A real red and white union man. Take care, Harry.
Oh, I was all ready to support the unions, and then I met this guy. I'm still communist, though. Jeez, this guy. All right. Kim's got something to say. Let's step outside first. Kim. Oh, right. I gotta go around. Look, something forgotten on the coffee table. Really? I can't actually investigate it. All right, Kim. What's up?
We should think about calling it a day, maybe. The nights are still miserably cold this time of year.
I haven't paid the cafeteria manager for damages
I
yet,
should take care of that then.
but I
Let's
don't
talk
have
to
the
him
money.
Anyway. An officer of the RCM shouldn't be sleeping in the street. We'll figure something out.
Man, all right. Let's also look at. Let's see what. Oh no, there it is. So we got the happy couple photo, a black and white photo of a couple posing in front of a Ferris wheel. The girl is young and pretty, the man clad in fancy uniform and smiling. On the back, a very steady hand has written the words Revachol Fair, summer of '91. We can't actually look closer at it. Giant novelty check. This 20 by 50 centimeter check looks like it's meant to be handed over ceremoniously on a gala-like event. It's supposedly exchanged for 25 real at your local frita store. Below the number, a careful hand has written the words, Constable's rent, all of it. Note, worthless in a pawn shop. Constable. Yeah, we gotta negotiate with him. We did get him down to 60 though, at least that. The body down, we gotta talk to Measurehead. Oof. Well, hopefully no hard feelings. Bonus from thoughts is only, what, +1 pain threshold? Oh, because that increases our endurance cap. That's all psyche plus pain threshold. That's... I still don't get what this speed gives 1 psyche. Is that speed like the drug gives 1 psyche? I mean, that would make sense. Right. I do want to get more of these points so we can unlock something else. I want to be a feminist communist. Oh, we still got to unlock the communism over here. All right, let's go. It's getting dark. Also, why is the camera off-centered? Is this down somewhere that I can go? Oh yeah, that is the right way. Oh, go up. It's kind of annoying not being able to see anything to the left. Alright, recenter the camera, please. Can I, like, maybe if I... No. That's not gonna do anything. What about, like, if I open up the map? No? Still not. Oh, everybody's gone home. Oh, come on. Come on, go down. No, don't go back up, go down. Oh, is that a bottle? No, that's just a coffee cup. Is Frita still open? Oh, good. It's for one thing. I think I do have some bottles.
The tear machine stands in the corner. A sign says, 1 bottle equals 10 cents.
How many do I
Your
have?
bottles clunk into the machine, and the money appears with a satisfying jingle. You're a richer man now.
1 real 80. Hey, can you take this novelty check?
Is this about the questions again? Because I don't really know anything.
No, do you know anything about novelty checks? Can I exchange this?
Wow, I didn't know you worked for the union, sir.
She rolls up the giant novelty check. Looks like she's seen it before and slips it under the
Anything
counter.
else I can do for you?
No,
Nope.
you don't work for the union. The union works for you by supplying you with cash. That was easy. Worryingly so.
Yeah, really. Can you tell me anything about this reality we're in? Didn't I ask her that
Reality?
already?
You mean, what reality? Economic reality, or...?
She is like a student unexpectedly called upon by a teacher. Can she answer the classroom question?
Yes, tell me about the economic reality. No, I meant the physical reality. Sure. No, actually, no,
I
the
don't
physical
know.
reality.
What about it?
Where
We're in
are we?
for it
No, I meant, where are we on a larger
as
scale?
mankind, or as a nation, or...
Pick
What
one.
will her essay prompt be?
As
in a good
mankind.
place?
She rubs her
I
face
mean,
thinking.
science is doing great, and this radio computer thing seems to be kind of big. I don't know.
She shrugs, then folds her magazine back. What
I
time
don't
is
know.
it?
Look at the clock. It's right behind you on the wall.
Well, if it's behind me, can't you
The
see
clock
it?
shows the time at 10:09. The hands seem to be still. It's apparent the clock doesn't work.
What if you actually talk to her exactly at 10:09? I wonder if anybody's tried that. What is
When
the
ordinary
revolution?
people take over the government and demands democracy.
What about the one we had here in Revachol?
It happened like 50 years ago or so. Sorry, I'm not very good at this. At history, I mean.
The coalition. What's that? Someone told me there
Our
is
government? Or do you mean something else? Sorry, I really need to finish this article.
one. She taps the magazine on the counter. All right, I won't bother you with this
Cool.
nonsense anymore. Oh, I got 5 experience, though. Thank you. Well, I'm a good majority of the way to having the money to pay back Mr. Gart. Well, the gardener's still there, too. It's late, go home. Can I talk to any of these guys yet? No. I still don't have a song to sing. Mr. Gart,
Can I help you?
so about that money
Yes.
I owe,
Have you got it?
I was wondering if we could come to some sort of arrangement for
Does
tonight.
that arrangement include you paying me what we already agreed you owe me?
I'll pay you back tomorrow. I'm an honest cop. It's cold out. I'll freeze to death because I'm losing the stupid game, the stupid money game. Come on, man. After everything I've been through, Kim is about to say something. Yeah,
I
Kim,
understand
do
your
it.
predicament as the manager. However, I feel I must remind you that we are here to conduct an important investigation that also affects your business.
Forgive me for saying this, but your colleague seems more committed to drinking, and...
He stops
I mean
mid-sentence.
no offense. It's really nothing personal. I just have to protect the interests of this establishment.
Hold on, I still have my key,
Good
you know.
luck trying to use it.
He taps his foot against a metal box installed in the back of the
Draconian
counter.
measures.
All the locks have an electronic component. They have to be unlocked down here with a master key before your guest key will open the lock.
I'll break the door down. This conversation isn't going
Not
anywhere, is
until
it?
you bring me the money.
Okay, I might have something in my motor carriage we can use when you're done here.
Oh, Lieutenant, we're done here.
Oh, Kim, I don't want to use your money, but I am pretty close. I've got 36.
Inside, you see a set of steering levers, a radio microphone, a pull-out toolbox, and the soft glow of the fuel preheater gauge.
I have something here we could sell. Look in the back, in the suspect transport enclosure.
Something we could sell.
Transport enclosure. Regular people just call it the cage.
This is Kim.
The
Come on.
cage at the back of the motor carriage looks rather uncomfortable. 4 shiny hubcaps are stacked against the seat.
Oh
The
no!
silver edges sparkle in the dark.
I'm not gonna sell your spinners,
I
Kim.
confiscated this for a little while back. We can take them to
Okay.
the pawn shop down by the Martinez Canal.
So they're not actually yours. You confiscated them. All right. It's gonna be so sad if I was gonna have to sell things that he wanted to install on his car. What are
There are
those
spinner
things?
hubcaps, frivolous things you put on your wheels. When the wheels come to a stop, the caps keep on spinning. There's no real use for them, it's just for vanity.
Honestly, that sounds like an amazing physics demonstration.
What do you mean you
A
confiscated
couple of
them?
weeks ago, I stopped a young man for going slower than the speed of traffic. Turns out he was some coalition official's son and high.
So you took his spinners. Isn't that corruption? I get it. I would have confiscated too. They're mesmerizing. So you took his spinners.
I took them and arrested him for driving under the influence.
I get it. I would have confiscated them too. They're
But
mesmerizing.
they are. I was going to take them into evidence, but they weren't necessary for conviction. He never asked for them back.
Did you want to put these spinners on your machine?
No, that would be silly. I just...
Oh, he does.
I don't know why I kept them. It doesn't matter.
Oh, he wants to.
I couldn't put them on this MC anyway. A cop with spinners. That would be outrageous.
Outrageously cool.
He flashes a smile, barely visible in the dark.
Oh, Kim. Oh, look, I got him to smile. I'm sorry you have to sell them. It's only right that we sell them. Say no. No, I'm sorry you have to sell them because of
As
me.
I said, they are useless anyway. I should have remembered I have these earlier.
Oh, I want him to install them. Oh, if you're able to get the money somehow, which I assume you probably can't, no matter what you do the first day, can he actually keep them and put them on? You said something about a pawn
Yes,
shop?
there's one 100 meters south of here. I think it's called Roy's Nest or something. If I'm not mistaken, it should be open late.
I think we passed by there.
Items that can be pawned at Bird's Nest Roy's appear in your inventory under the Items tab. You can pawn these items when talking to Roy.
Oh, I can't take them. These are your spinners. You should put them on your car.
Alright, let's not take them now. Then, come back once we realize we have to. Have this conversation again, and then take them.
Oh, Kim, come on. There's got to be another way.
Sounds likely.
Is there any way that I can...
Hey, so we've been monitoring you internally, and now we know your Copo type.
My what? What? There are couple
Yes.
types?
Guess what's yours?
Cool cop? Weapon cop? Sorry cop? I'm not sure. I'm sorry you had to monitor me. Cool cop?
No, you're the sorry cop.
Oh, damn
the
it.
Cop who's sorriest. Let's make it official then, shall we?
What are the other types? Will the other types be jealous? Okay, but what are the other types?
You know, Apocalypse, Superstellar, the advanced interesting cop, Liquid Shadow cop. But you're too sorry to say those things. So, here we go.
Will the other copper types be jealous?
Jealous of the sorry cop? I think they'll be fine. Don't worry. They'll be super fine. It'll be totally okay. You can dual copo type from sorry to anything.
Oh, hey, I can dual type. No, actually, I'm not sorry. I changed my mind. They should be sorry. Oh, do I want to be a sorry cop? Does that just mean that I say sorry about things? Or that I'm just a sorry person? Because he is kind of pathetic all the time. Oh, no. It probably is for the best. All right, I'm sorry.
Of course you are. It's okay. See if you can get something out of this, like info. Or maybe every time you say you're sorry, you get $1 million.
I don't think that's how it
That
works.
won't happen.
Yeah. So what do we get? Have to pay for the damages. The only thing we can do is take them. I don't want to take his spinners. Rigorous self-critique. -1 authority. Embarrassment to the party. You're one sorry piece of shit. A cop penitent, a flagellant cop monk. This is not the right line of work for you. You should be groveling at the feet of a feudal lord, providing lurid evidence against yourself at a Mazovian show trial, or ripping the flesh from your back with a cat o' nine tails. Whatever made you this way, you could be damn sure it was your own fault. Do it. Really criticize yourself. Who knows? You might uncover something of importance from your guilt-ridden past. Man, there's a lot of things in here that I actually want to try out. And I wonder how much more there is down here. Oh my god, there are a lot. Did I see homosexual in there? Oh, I am taking that 100%. Whenever that comes up, all of the points, like, I'm going to immediately get a point, and I'm going to put homosexual in there. Okay, can we find anything? There's probably not even any bottles that we can gather up. Come on. How many would I need? Too many. Sewer grate, gateway to the river of filth. There's nothing back here. It's just water. That's gotta be the pawn shop. Oh, I guess I've got to. Can I just sleep in your car, Kim? I mean, if you have a room, you can use it. I'll just sleep in the car.
Inside, you see a set of steering levers, a radio mic.
I have something here we could sell.
Yeah, I know.
Transport enclosure, the cage at the...
I confiscated this for a little while back. We can take them to the pawn shop owned by the
All right,
Martinez
thanks.
Canal.
I appreciate your help. Take the
The
spinners.
lieutenant nods as you take the spinners.
God. I want you to put them on. Can I just equip them onto your Kinema right now? The magnificent hubcap spinners that Lieutenant Kitsuragi has donated to you so that you can pay for your room at the Whirling. They are slate blue and shimmer haughtily in the light. Oh, Kim. Such a good man. Wait, can I get down from right here? Oh yes, right there. What do we have here? What is? Wait, there's one right here. Come on. Some kind of machine, an antique cash register. The bust of a woman. The plaque simply says, "Day." In the dark, a film projector is whirring away. Welcome to the pawn shop. Mostly military wear with a few more eccentric fashions thrown in. Is that the thing I just looked at?
A very large red t-shirt with an impressive print stands out from the other garb.
Oh yeah?
The print depicts a muscled man striding toward you, a giant sword in each hand, encircled by burning embers. Behind him is a cluster of cabins engulfed in flames. Beneath him are the words, Hjelmdal burning.
Of course it's Hjelmdal. Sniff it! That's a Rad Man from Hjelmdal t-shirt you got there. The shirt celebrates a false hero, a guardian of the masculine order. How much you selling this for? Alright, be weird, sniff it.
Smells like worn cotton and a little old sweat there. Worn cotton with a side of flea market or trash bin.
Sniffing is okay, but please don't try anything on. Can't have you leaving your photon emissions in the fabric of things you're not going to buy.
I don't think that photons get stuck in it.
You're not imagining it. Photon emissions? What is he talking about?
That's a Rad Man from Hjelmdal t-shirt you got there.
Hell yeah, man. I don't usually carry printed tees, but this one was just pure exemplar.
You must be a serious Man from Hjelmdal fan. I'm not going to say I'm a fan.
A fan? No, I wouldn't go that far. But I do think the Hjelmdalaman saga is an integral part of our shared reality. Most people don't think that the man from Hjelmdal really existed, but they're wrong.
What? What did you mean the Man from Hjelmdal was real?
I mean, even if the man from Hjelmdal didn't exist before the adventure novels, the stories have made it so that he has. It's simple, really.
I guess in a way that's right, that he's real because he's a thing that we all now think of or whatever, you know, he's he's not an actual person, but he's real because he's in our thoughts.
Okay.
He sounds incredulous.
You sound skeptical. It's not that complicated. All that's required is a more robust understanding of cause and effect. Besides, I've been to Kotla, though not quite as far north as the Hjelmdal, and watched northern lights travel across the sky. Very unique, energetic tides there.
It's for the best, because Hjelmdal is not a real place, and thus he could not have gone there. His theory isn't exactly incoherent, but its logic does suggest some unusual neural activity. Interesting. Very, very unique energies indeed. Geomagnetic ley lines, one might even say.
Celebrates a false hero. I don't know, he might not take too well to that. How much are you selling it for?
2 real.
That's dirt cheap.
Couldn't you give it to me for free then?
But why?
I'm a broke cop without a cent. No, perhaps I could repay you in some other way.
I deal in goods, not services.
Physical instrument and shivers. But authority is down. My authority is 1. Physical instrument and shivers. It would be good to have that, but that also means that I would lose... what did my... I think my shirt affected... Is it conceptualization? Well, something to keep in mind. It would be good to have on hand in case I need to up those. Alright, let go of the t-shirt.
A typical Martinez streetlight sits among assorted floor and table lamps.
Let your gaze run over the street
The
light.
light pole has been carefully cut, and the wiring has been redone and attached to a standard indoor plug. The light buzzes faintly, but persistently. This would make quite a statement in your living room.
Do I even know that I have a living room? Is that a street light?
Yes, officer. As you see, it's in perfect working order.
His manner is casual, but his speech is careful, measured. He wants you to know that he has nothing to hide.
Where did you get this?
It was brought to me to be altered.
We are not here to investigate the theft of city property.
He leans in so the pawnbroker doesn't hear him.
You have to admit it's rather clever what he's done with it.
Do you want this? When we sell the spinners, do you want me to get you a streetlight? How much for the streetlight?
700 real. A
Oh.
bargain, I dare say.
Are you out of your mind? There's one like that on every corner. Even taking into account the risk of obtaining the light, that seems steep. Sounds about right. I imagine it wasn't even easy sawing that off. No, it probably is about right for something like that.
Hey, I don't know where it came from, but it's not every day you get to buy and sell something so extraordinary.
You actually can buy it, and I bet there's going to be some time in the future when you need a light like that. But that is expensive. Alright, there's nothing else I need to know about the light. What's this back here?
You see rows of toy soldiers guarding the rest of the trinkets displayed on the table. Some on horseback, others in rags, others yet in bright blue uniforms. All are stern and unyielding in their duty. Try to find something pretty and cool here, then use it to win her back.
Her back? Ex-wife?
Yes. Buy something nice. A figurine.
Inspect the knights.
Big men on big horses, clad in lamella armor and carrying flintlocks, the kind that would mow down a line of enemy soldiers in the blink of an eye.
Point to the knights on horseback. These are Franco-Nigerian cavalry, right?
Mm-hmm. I used to be very serious about my Franco-Nigerian knights.
He looks at the dusty figurines in the dim light. Oh, could I buy this for Kim? Inspect the blue
They're
uniforms.
not all blue. These figurines also wear gold coats and caps, complemented by orange trousers. They are variously posed, wielding swords and rifles with bayonets.
Wait, this guy looks... wait, this looks like Rene. Rene... Oh, that was him, the old guy. Okay. Alright, I get it. Alright, this looks like Rene, the old guy who's playing outside. Pointing at them. Are these royalist soldiers? Yeah, it looks like Rene.
This is what the loyalists looked like, yes, at first. Then they wised up and got camouflage.
Yeah. Are these royalist soldiers?
Which ones? Ah, those. Yes, they are. I find the paint job a bit gaudy, but children like the bright colours indiscriminately.
Inspect the figurines and rags.
This set of soldiers isn't meant to look impressive. A few have rifles, but most of them carry pistols. Some even shovels and tall sticks.
Are these even soldiers?
You're probably talking about the revolutionaries, yes? Yes, they are soldiers, revolutionary soldiers. I think their poverty has been exaggerated for effect. When you place them next to the royalists, it doesn't seem like they could possibly win.
It's meant to give people hope even we can do it. Contrast is meant to be disheartening, as it ought to be. It's impossible to win against the cohorts of capital, as my friend Gart, whose pitch hit me. I wish it was more nuanced. As it stands, I cannot comment. I mean, I am the sorry cop. It's meant to be disheartening as it ought to be. Probably that.
I don't like either set very much, to be honest. But there are many parents among my customers.
Oh, 83% dig up a truly cool figurine in the box. Oh, we can get something nice for Kim.
Why? What's this? A headless man riding a horse? A headless man wearing futuristic tracksuit trousers that say found.
What is this?
Oh, that's the Headless Phone Rider.
The who?
The Headless Phone Rider. It's an urban legend about a man who rides the streets of Revachol sporting a fawn tracksuit. As you see, he's missing his head.
That's how he gets his name. He points at the decapitated figurine.
50 cents. Bargain price. I'll throw in the tiny cap too. I think he's looking for it, or something. That part of the story has many interpretations.
I guess he could cover the hole where his head would be.
He lost his cap when he lost his head. Perhaps he's looking for the head.
Only 50 cents. I mean, alright.
Did I mention that this figurine is supposed to be lucky? Always carry it with you.
This guy's voice. Step away. Let's see. The plastic headless Fallen Rider sits atop his equally plastic bull, his posture indicating either desperation or pride. Comes as a set with the infamous Fallen cap for which he lost his head. The head is not included. Is it actually lucky? I hope it has some kind of random use much later on.
The boomboxes on the shelf look well-loved and well-traveled. Chipped, dented, they stare at you with the unblinking eyes of their tape reels.
Oh, can I get a sad song here? Stand on the tips of your toes to see more.
One especially catches your eye. Deep gold and amber plastic with a big old handle on top. A classic boombox that says, Stereo 8 approved. This is you. Golden orange. A sunset suite. Just make sure it works before you buy it.
The Stereo 8 approved machine. What I really want to know is, could this device come handy in my police work? Alright, let's start with that. This Stereo 8 approved machine here
Is the Harman Welsh W2. Made in Vespa. Designed in Seoul. Plays all reel-to-reel formats. 2mm, 8mm, 12mm. It's even got a little radio in there. It'll set you back 12 real.
Are you sure it's in working order?
Absolutely. I've tested each one myself with recordings of speech. Found sounds and music from a variety of genres. Even though I don't really like music.
This is the weirdest man.
That's odd. Why doesn't he like music?
Got it, back to this guy. Don't like music. What do you like, Ben?
The stuff I record myself. Silverware shaking in drawers as motor cars race by. Nocturnal animals climbing on the roof. Airship rotors. That kind of thing.
Are you like a Foley? Or do you just like sound effects?
Maybe you should ditch music as well. Get into these more experimental sounds he's describing.
Alright, conceptualization. I'm gonna need you to calm down. What I really want to know is, could this device come handy in my police work?
If police work means playing tapes, sure. You can use it for that. Or any other time you'd need to play a tape.
So you actually need it to play tapes. Something to keep in mind. But for now, we need to talk to him.
It's not often that I see officers from the RCM in my pawn shop.
The man at the counter turns to you slowly.
What can I do for you?
I feel like I'm interrupting you. It's shameful how insufficient the police presence is in these parts. Now the RCM is here. Tell me, have you had any trouble lately? No, sorry, I feel like I'm interrupting you. I'm sorry, cop, right?
Oh no, not at all. I guess I haven't had many customers lately. RCM or otherwise.
Who are your customers usually?
All kinds of people come through here. Locals, travelers, people looking for a deal, people looking for a keepsake. People who are terminally bored. As you can see, I have a wide selection of goods for everyone to choose from.
Like the collection, I may have something to add to it. Typical vacuous consumerist objects. Honestly, I think some of your selections are more tasteful than others. This business plan is all over the place. You should specialize, zoom in, recapitalize. No, alright, I may have something to add to it.
It keeps me entertained.
His attention is drawn once more to the play of light and shadow on the walls behind you.
He's well composed, but underneath it you sense psychedelic processes. bubbling. Some kind of drug, maybe.
Wow. I only have 3, and it's a challenging check of 12, and I still got a 92% on it. Because the prices, odd brain activity, and psychedelics. Well, should I ask these other things before I go down the electrochemistry? I mean, I don't know if I'll get it much higher than that. Alright, if I fail a 92%, I'll be very mad, though. Is Roy high? And if yes, then what is he on?
Feeling warm and enthralled by the movement of light, while the mind continues to race forward. Lucky bastard, he's probably on Pyrrolidon. It's tough to come by on the street.
Pyrrolidon, what is that?
A drug developed by the military to treat and prevent radiation sickness. It has psychedelic side effects, and it makes your eyes turn yellow.
Can we see through his glasses? I think in his portrait, his glasses are opaque. Is it just me, or is it really warm in here? Sir, could you take off your sunglasses? I'd like to check your eyes. So where does a man get... Okay. Is it just me, or is it really warm in here?
I try to keep the shop at a comfortable temperature.
Pretty obvious you're under the influence, sir. No judgment, just curious. I probably did loads of Pyrrolidon before I lost my memory. I'm a chill-out cop who just wants some of what you're having. Wink. I didn't mean to have... Oh, I don't want drugs. No, I don't want to take his drugs. I mean, I'm curious to just kind of go down the path, but... It's pretty obvious you're under the influence, sir.
Pyrrolidon is just something since the People's Pile disaster.
He coughs as if to mark his words.
I was with the Emergency Relief Brigade. Had to take it for radiation sickness.
He's taken it for mental and emotional, not physical pain these days.
The People's Pile? What is that? Yeah, tell me about the People's Pile.
A bad idea. Some poor leftist built a particle decay generator in hopes of bringing affordable electricity to underserved communities. It malfunctioned. Radioactive waste everywhere. Probably some of it in you, too.
The People's Pile was a Type U particle decay generator that failed immediately after entering service, releasing radioactive waste into River Esperance.
Oh, God. I mean, it's called the People's Pile because whoever it was trying to do it for the community. Alright, particle decay generation. I get what that is, but alright, tell me.
A primitive nuclear reactor, also called a pile.
Uh-huh. Why is it called the People's Pile?
Construction began during the Commune of Revachol. The people continued work on it after the Commune fell. They wanted a cheap source of energy for Revachol West. Needless to say, things didn't work out.
Why did it fail?
An emergency valve defect resulted in steam pressure blowing the turbine, taking the fuel containment vessel up in the explosion. Both the faulty design and lack of finances contributed to the catastrophe.
Tell me more about this emergency relief brigade you were part of.
We were an all-volunteer force, self-organized. Tried to help the fire brigades contain the spill.
On the patch, gamma radiation lines crossed with a red drop of blood.
I lived by the river since I was a small boy. The Esperance. Didn't have the art to let it all go to shit without trying to do something to help out. There wasn't much the volunteer force could do, however. We wasted years in the river mud. Years getting sick.
He looks at the spiraling light and stops. God, that is sad, though. Must have been tough, radioactive cleanup.
There's a reason why everyone's tried to forget any of it ever happened, and why no one has tried to repair or replace the pile. So much disappointment, and early deaths. Cancer mostly. And we knew all that was coming even as we were cleaning up as best we could.
Whose fault was it the generator failed?
No one's. Everyone's.
He sighs and shakes his head.
A bunch of poor people built themselves a primitive nuclear reactor, hoping for the best. What do you think is going to happen?
And how did you end up here running this pawn shop?
The cleanup happened 15 years ago. I was young then. Later, my second aunt died. Left me this shack and all the assorted junk in it. So I came to Martinez. People told me don't go there. It's a shithole. I said, people, we just had a nuclear pile meltdown. I'm gonna get as far away from Forberg as I can. Still in the same city, but...
Well, thank you for telling me.
I like the theory more than the story. Outward movement, not vortices.
Yeah, you gotta get in on those vortices, my man.
No, I'm not going to ask him to share his drugs. Something I'd like to sell.
Yes, we'd like to sell these hubcaps.
The lieutenant steps in and hands him the spinners.
Roy takes the hubcaps from the lieutenant and inspects them. The spinners appear iridescent in the dancing light of his pawn shop.
Well, that might increase the value for him.
Yes, these are very, very good. Did you defraud some foreign prince for them? Jump a mesk banger? No matter. I'll give you 200 real.
No one was defrauded or jumped, I assure you.
The lieutenant explains as the pawnbroker opens the register and counts the cash.
Of course. I meant no offense. 200 real for you, officer. Delightful doing business with you. Do come again.
Thank you.
He takes the cash, then turns to you.
Here's the 60 real you need for your bill. Do not waste it.
The rest goes in his pocket.
The rest is for him, to compensate for the pain of being separated from his radiant spinners.
I know. Can we buy them back from him? God, when I make more money, can I come back and buy those spinners and give them back to Kim?
Anything else you're thinking of selling?
I have a fascinating photo of a corpse here. Show him the photo.
Oh, no. I don't like those kinds of objects. No sale.
He barely even looks at it. Do you know what these tattoos mean?
Aphotic paths, counter-radiance networks, anti-magnetism. It's darkness. That's all I know. Sell me something lighter.
You have absolutely no idea what aphotic paths are, but the tattoos on the man are not that.
I'll check my pockets.
Anything else you're thinking of selling?
Well, let's see. That's an empty cassette case. I mean, there used to be a tape, but it was destroyed. So, 50 cents? Alright. The lieutenant's handkerchief. Oh, I'm going to keep that. 250. I'm not pawning that. A pen? I wonder if I might need that for writing later? Postcard. Where did I get that? That's not the postcard that has the map on it, is it? No, I won't sell that. And he won't take that. Oh no, that's the photo of the happy couple. And I just bought that. Okay. That's good. Sell my clothes. Like something I'm not wearing.
I'm not purchasing any more clothing at the moment.
Ah, right. Nothing else.
Another time, perhaps.
You might be able to aid our investigation.
I doubt it, but I can try and answer any questions you may have.
Know anything about the recent hanging?
I do my best to keep my distance from all manner of butchery. Bad for business. Bad for everyone.
He doesn't know anything.
Yeah.
The pawnbroker's gaze is already fixed on the dancing colors.
By the way, do you happen to have any guns like the ones carried by officers of the Citizens Militia?
Someone else came here earlier today asking the same question. I promptly sold her the gun you pawned a couple days back.
Oh no.
This is a pawn shop, and it did feel as if you've met before. Oh God. The lieutenant shifts from one foot to another. Alert.
Wait, I sold you my gun?
You were adamant about getting rid of it, officer. Said you were undeserving of a service weapon of the Revachol Citizens Militia. And I don't like keeping guns around the shop for long. Off the charts photon emissions. The unhealthy kind.
Well, at least now I see why he is worried about photon emissions, like the radiation idea. Was the buyer a policeman too?
She didn't seem like a policeman, although she kept referring to herself as a pig, which was odd. I found her interest in the gun a bit obsessive, but I was just happy to get rid of it, and of her. Truth be told, she was terrifying.
Who could that be?
Right, so let me get this right. You sold your sidearm, issued by the Citizens Militia, and now a civilian is running around the streets of Martinez with it?
Apparently, Kim, you know just as much as I do. She must be one of my rabid fans. Maybe she's a vigilante. Wants to prove she can do our jobs better than we can. I don't like it either. What if she intends to commit a crime and blame it on us? I'm sorry I sold my gun. Sorry, cop.
Yeah, it's not good. I do hope we manage to clean this mess up somehow, while also keeping our focus on the murder investigation.
Any idea where I can find this buyer?
My apologies, officer, but I have no idea where she was coming from or where she went.
A needle in a haystack. There is nothing you can do about it right now. You'll just have to hope Everard wasn't lying, and the Union can track her down in time.
Have people from Everard Clare's Union come here to track that gun?
Maybe. Shady-looking guys came in here yesterday, looking like they'd just taken off their Wild Pines overalls. They asked if I have a police weapon to sell. I told them I already sold it.
So Everard does not have it, but he was trying to get it because he did want to use it to blackmail me.
They went their way. It was a trip, but you know, all sorts of people come here, asking for all sorts of things.
Wait, then it might be true, Everard's claims.
Maybe Claire really is tracking down your gun.
Yeah, like I said, I think that he wanted to have it so that he could use it as blackmail to get me to do that that thing for him.
People as oleaginous as Everard seem like they're lying, even when they're really being truthful.
At least I know how I lost it.
Of course.
I got other business. Well, we got the money at least. So we can head back up to the Whirling. I'm gonna save right outside though, because it's about time. Actually, it's well over time. Oh, Kim, I'm so sorry that I made you sell your spinners. Oh, I really wish I could get him those spinners back. I hope that I can find them in there later on, but I bet I can't. That's upsetting. Okay, well, thank you so much, Kim. You're the real MVP on this team. And I am the opposite of whatever the opposite of an MVP is. That's me. I'm the sorry cup. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Kim. Well, all right. That's it for tonight. So next time we'll go in and we'll get the debriefing from Kim. And 35 of 100. Maybe. Well, no, I should probably get another volition because I'm probably gonna need it. I was gonna say I could then just add another slot in my thought cabinet. It would be good to go ahead and add something else. There's so many of them that I do want to go with. So I think I might do I might just, for the next one, do one of these, because we only have 3 slots in the thought cabinet. So, either continue the feminist agenda, or become a full-on communist, but that's going to be -2 calculus. Oh, that'll hurt for a while. Let's do authority would be nice. I can't even look at this shit. Actual art degree. And derealization gives nothing. I wonder what that does to you. Embarrassment to the party. Okay. Yeah, we'll consider that next time. If you have any ideas, though, on what you think I might want to put for the next thought, let me know. If nobody has any ideas, I'll probably go for communism, even though it'll hurt my calculus, but it's only for 3 hours. I mean, most of them are. Actually, is kind of a long one. The rigorous self-critique is 6 hours, though. Okay, that's probably going to be my thing. Okay, anyway, that's it for this time, so I'll see you guys next time. Good night.